January of 2023. Exactly 1 year ago from today, I sat on this very chair, doubting the biggest decision of my life.
Hi guys, my name is Sahaj Talwar and this is my first video on YouTube.
See, a year before that, so 2022, I had gotten into one of the top universities in the world, University of Sydney. And I got in with the best of scholarships and everything. For the months leading up to this, I had put in everything I had into getting this admission. It was by far the single greatest accomplishment of my life so far. But I ended up canceling the admission to take a gamble on myself. I don't even know what was going on in that boy's mind, man. But he said, I want even more from my life, I can do even better. And I started this YouTube channel. And obviously, against everyone's very strong opinions, decided to take this leap of faith on myself. I cancelled the admission and I decided to stay back home. No job, no money, no nothing, putting all my eggs into this one basket. Fast forward a year, January 2023, where we'd started this video out. I was a 22-year-old man still living completely off of his parents. I'd been putting everything I had into this channel for a year at this point, but with zero returns. I had still never had a single rupee or single dollar to my name. And I sat on this very chair, doubting the decision I had made, doubting the first time I ever decided to take a leap of faith on myself. It was the most humiliating feeling in the world, knowing every second of every day that my dad, who's 62 years old, is still working past his retirement. And with that money, having to provide for me, a full-grown man still living in his house. It was that thought that kept eating away at me until this one day when I said enough was enough. As I opened up my browser, typed in University of Sydney in the search and opened up the university's portal. I was looking around, I was looking everywhere to find the admission forms, but with my eyes filled with tears, I couldn't see a damn thing. I put my computer aside to give myself a minute before I went through with this. And in that minute, at the last possible second, a voice from within begged me and said, "Not yet. Give me one more chance, give me just a little longer." And even as I obliged, I remember even as I said okay to that voice, I remember realizing, I remember knowing that this wasn't a rational decision I was making. The thought of sitting right here the next year and still and regretting the decision I made, regretting giving myself another chance, that thought horrified me. That was January of 2023 for me. And today, exactly 1 year later, January of 2024, I'm here in the exact same place, in the exact same chair. And I'm here to tell you it was the greatest decision I ever made. I am so grateful I gave myself another chance. The story I just shared with you, all of it, the doubting myself, the being this close to reapplying to uni, all of it, that was the start of my previous year. That was January 2023 for me. And by the end of the year, by December 2023, I know I keep saying the dates over and over again, but it's because it still baffles me. It still blows my mind that all of this happened within the span of 1 year. By December 2023, by the end of the year, I was making more money than anyone I know. I was basically making in a month what I would have made in a year at the jobs that I got rejected at not too long ago. It was this year, for the first time ever, I was actually able to believe my dad when he said to me, "I'm proud of you." That I saw my mom get to stop worrying about what her son would possibly amount to. That when I looked at myself in the mirror, I just felt pride and respect and confidence and gratitude for the man looking back at me. And dude, the way this year has started out, I cannot imagine how much further all of this is gonna go. I honestly, genuinely cannot wait. Oh my god, dude, I have nights when I'm laying there trying to fall asleep, but I can't. For like an hour, not because of anxiety or anything like that, but because of how excited I am, because of how excited I get anytime I think about the future. I cannot wait to see what my life will look like at the end of 2024. I cannot wait to make a 2024 recap video. 1 year can change the trajectory of the entire rest of your life if you put in the work, if you pay the price. And that brings me to my point for this video. But before I go there, let me ask you a question. What price are you willing to pay? Let's say that can happen for you. Let's say that by the end of this year, by December 2024, which really isn't that far off when you really think about it, let's say by December 2024, you can achieve your 3, 4, 5-year goals, that you can change the trajectory of your life, that you can have your greatest year ever by a huge, huge margin. Let's say that all of that can happen for you. In exchange for that reward, what price are you willing to pay? Take a minute to think about it. Take some time to actually think about your answer to this question. I'll wait. What price are you willing to pay to make your dream life a reality, to get everything? The answer we're looking for is everything. We're going all out. Not 70%, not 80%, 100%. In fact, it's going to feel like 110% at times, I'll tell you that right now. But the mindset I want you to have, the mindset you want to have is, of course, I'm asking for everything. In exchange, I gotta be willing to give up everything. That means no alcohol, no partying, no drugs, no Instagram, no video games, no Netflix, no going out with friends, no weekends, no rest days, no... Do you want me to go on? I'm sure just as I was listing those items away, a lot of you would have clicked off. But if you're still here, I think you might just make it. That is the prize. You want entry into this club of elites, of the rich, the successful, the strong, the dreamers, the achievers, the champions. That is the prize, man. If you want 1 year to do more for you than the past 10 have, I want you to say it with me. That is the prize. If you're sick of mediocrity, that is the prize. If you want to get to a level of success that if and when you tell people about it, they think you're lying, that is the prize. If you want to be in a league of your own, if you want to get to the point where when any two people from your school, from your college, they talk, they bring you up and they're like, dude, this guy, he's killing it. If you want to get to that point, that is the prize. And I am here to request you to pay it. I promise you it's worth it. I myself am not even a fraction of the way there, and I'll tell you it's already all been worth it. You pay the price and I guarantee your entry into the club. Put simply, you can retire your dad and buy him his dream car. You can put your parents up in a mansion. You can send your family on a world tour. You can have your girlfriend, your wife, never have to look at the price tag of anything she wants to buy. You can get yourself to the position where money is no longer a thought or concern on your mind. By the way, the things that I said, 99.99% of people, I mean that statistic, I'm not exaggerating when I say that figure, almost nobody will ever experience any of those things, let alone all. So it really all just simply boils down to, are you willing to pay the price? At the start of this year, I made this commitment to myself that I'm more than willing to pay the price. I'm eager to pay it. And the reward I'm looking for is YouTube success. This past year I did very well for myself, in fact much better than even the goals I'd set for the year. But that was the business. The YouTube channel took a back seat, and that is what I'm coming back to this year. Less than a month in, and behind the scenes I already have more videos in the works than I did for the entire last half of the previous year. So I am excited, I am looking forward, and join me. Put your dreams down in the comments and we'll all come back to this video at the end of the year to see how we all did. See, how most people go about it is they set very easy, very small goals for themselves. And then they say, oh, I can't give up my Instagram, my video games, my drinking, my going out with my friends on the weekends. Set goals. Set goals that make you say, fuck that shit. I'll give it up, I'll give it all up in a heartbeat if this can come true. Set those kind of goals. And then put everything on the line to make your stupidest, your craziest, your most irrational dreams a reality.